Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me on another Friday here at Naked and Famous Denim headquarters for a Instagram live stream. Nice jacket. This isn't a jacket. This is our work shirt. Not Aloha shirt. Sorry, too many. It's summertime here, although it's a little rainy today. But felt in a good mood, so I wanted to wear some of our more colorful spring apparel. All right. So everybody, how's it going? Again. Thanks so much for joining me here on another live stream. I'm here to answer all of your questions and show you some of the new stuff that we have coming out. And boy, do we have a lot of new stuff because we are in the midst of getting prepared for our Spring/Summer 20 presentations, our exhibitions. So we're going to be in Paris, we're going to be in New York, and we're going to be in Las Vegas in the next coming weeks. Go Raptors! Raptors won the NBA championships. Go Raptors! I don't watch any sports really, so aside from seeing some Facebook updates, I don't know what the heck is going on in the world of sports. But I saw that the Raptors won. It's pretty big. I'm from Toronto. It's their first championship ever. I remember when the Raptors were just, when they were still trying to decide the name of the team. So, that just makes me feel a lot older now. But I remember getting a Raptors windbreaker when I was a kid. And the team hadn't even played a single game yet. It was just we unveiled the logo, and so they're making a bunch of merchandise. So, anyways, good times. Hello, Arkees. Thanks for joining us. I'm from Indonesia. Oh, well, welcome to the live chat from Indonesia. Where can I get the denim in New York City? Well, you can check out our New York City store located at 123 Grand Street in Soho. So we have our flagship store in New York. Of course, you can shop online at Tati and Yoko or visit us right here in Montreal, as well as shopping at any of our retail partners around the world. On our website, we have a store locator where you can punch in where you are, and it'll show you where the closest store is to you. Okay, I'm just going to see if there's any other questions here. Okay, cool. I want any stores in California? Yeah, there's quite a few. California's a big place, so again, I think you should check out the store locator. But in Los Angeles, you can find our stuff at American Rag. How should I size on the Essence exclusive kimono shirts? I'm usually a slim medium in most brands. If you wear a medium, get a medium. I wear medium in our kimono shirts. So that's kind of the way they're going to fit a little big because they're kind of an over shirt. So a medium fits a medium. I'm going to take pictures of my 10-ounce work shirt. It's fading quite nicely. Yes, please share that with us. I'd love to see them. I wanted to show you guys, just visited New York City last week while on vacation. Loved it. I'm glad you had a great time there. The guys there the staff there is really incredible, and I'm glad that they were able to serve you nicely. Slubby Indigo by Indigo. We will have some of that. We have the Emperor of Slub, which is the Indigo by Indigo. It's the best. It's the slubbiest. It's the craziest slub jean ever created. And actually, I have a. Do I have it here? Hold on. Oh no, it's in New York, but it's coming back. I actually have a faded pair of them to show you guys. So for when the fall stuff starts to come out, I will actually have a lot of pre-faded jeans to show you guys, so you guys can see or expect or know what to expect with the new collection. I know you talked about it last week, but anything else? Any else on the MIJs today? Yeah, I can show the MIJ 5s off again today as well. They are scheduled to come out on June 21st, so that's the week after. When is the 21st? I don't even know what day it is today. They're coming out soon. I don't know. My brain is all over the map. I don't know when things are happening because I have too many things happening. Calendar me. June 21st. Oh, next Friday. Okay, wow, it's coming up real fast. Where are my MIJs? I had a pair over here somewhere. I have too many jeans in my office. Just piled over there. So my life is just full of jeans. So yeah, please excuse me. It's not. Oh, here they are. Okay. I'm waiting for the Elephant 8. When? Elephant 8 will be available August, September-ish. So watch out for that. Coming very soon. If you like heavyweight stuff, we did just, it's not as heavyweight as the Elephant, but we just re-released the Kaiju Monsters today. So they're available on Tate and Yoko right now. There's a limited run of those. So that was a very, very popular jean, and those sold very well. So we reissued them, and they're back. Have the Dragon Ball Z pants been shown yet? Not on today's live stream, not yet. I'll show a few of those today. Any new duck canvas? Man, you guys have so many questions. We will have an indigo duck canvas coming this fall. I did not prepare them. I'll see if I can show you a pair. But first, let me show you guys. The MIJ 5s. So because I think a lot of people are anticipating these ones. So let's start off with that leather patch. Natural vegetable tan leather patch. You've got the MIJ logo. We call her the Flower of Carnage. It's the like a Japanese manga-inspired style version of our classic Naked and Famous. We call this the Tragic Blonde logo. So you've got Naked and Famous in Japanese here, and this really great artwork here by artist... where did we put it? Alvin Lee, very, very talented artist, and he created this logo for us. I think it's really beautiful, and this is only going to be found on our Made in Japan jeans. And also only found on our Made in Japan jeans is our red maple leaf embroidery on the back pocket here. Of course, you have the pocket flasher as well. Some other details on the MIJ5. This really beautiful contrast, double contrast stitching. So you can see that this one is like a brown and then mixed with the yellow as well. Kind of gives the jeans kind of a 3D kind of tone. I really like that. On the inside, you've got the real copper rivets, 100% copper. So these are going to oxidize and, age over time, just like your denim is. You've got that peekaboo selvage edge, which I think is a really nice addition. And in addition to, it's not a hidden selvage because, you see that peekaboo there, but you do have that selvage detail on the inside as well. Another hidden selvage detail you're going to find is right here on the button fly. And speaking of the button fly, the buttons. These are all made from 100% iron, not just the cap, but everything. The entire piece, front and back, is made with iron. So even these will rust and age over time, just like your jeans. And let's head on over to the main event here, which is the kakishibu interior, which is a nice deep brown. We call it kogare kakishibu, which in Japanese means burnt. So oftentimes when you see kakishibu dyes, they're very orange or they're very pale, but this is a really, really deep, earthy brown. And you can see that earthy kind of warm tone shows through on the front face of that fabric. So a very special, very unique fabric here. And I really like this running stitch embroidered selvage edge as well. You can see that this is stitched on after the fact. So it's really, really nice. Very neat detail that will stand out for sure. And you've got that Union Special chain stitched hem here. You can already see that the fabric is kind of twisting a little bit already. And you're going to get that great roping effect as this twists and fades over time. So this is available next Friday in 3 fits: the Super Guy, the Weird Guy, and the Easy Guy. So the Weird Guy is what has always been the MIJ fit. I know that there's been some confusion about that. It's just we're calling it the Weird Guy now. So if you liked our MIJs in the past, the fit to buy is the Weird Guy. Or if you like our Super Guy or Easy Guy fits, then you're going to know what to buy. You're going to know what to buy in the other fits as well. So 3 fit options in such a great fabric. I'm very, very excited for that release. It's been a while since we had an MIJ release. Retail is $275, so the same price as all of our MIJ jeans, and I think they're going to be a real winner. I can't wait to see what you guys do to them when I finally start to see those faded images coming back my way. So that's the MIJ5. I also wanted to give you guys an update on last week because I showed you something that I thought was really cool, and I think a lot of people are going to find really cool, and that is the gold salvage denim. So we actually made jeans with real gold yarn, and we got the samples in, and we just had them put on the jeans. Real 24 karat gold plated rivets and buttons. So in addition to the real gold yarn that we used for the selvage edge, we've got real gold on the rivets and on the buttons. So that's going to be crazy. I hope you enjoy them. I think I'm gonna wear these ones. I love these. This is so cool. And so yeah, real gold yarn with real gold buttons. And the flash, the leather patch isn't ready yet, but it's gonna be gold foil as well. Retail on these, mid 200s. I mean, the percentage of gold in here is not, it's not 100% gold. It's a very, very small fraction of gold, but, gold is expensive still. But we still managed to keep the jeans in a reasonable kind of price point land. So that is coming soon. How do you make gold yarn exactly? I actually have to go to Brandon on that one because Brandon was the one who sourced that, and it was made in Japan. And maybe we're gonna have to ask the yarn supplier. I mean, we're actually lucky that we have some very good relationships with our yarn suppliers now, because in the past, we have our strong relationships with our denim suppliers, the people who make the denim for us, but we actually didn't. We would leave it kind of up to them to work with the yarn supplier to develop yarns. But now, in some cases, we're working directly with the yarn supplier. Like in the Emperor of Slub, we develop the yarn first, and then we go to developing the denim. So it's giving us a lot more creative liberty, in that respect. So, we can create really weird stuff, and you're going to see some more weird stuff from us, and things that are very, very different, things that you haven't seen before. So, expect even more of that from us, because it's not just about creating denim fabrics, it's about creating yarns that then turn into the fabric. So, very, very, very fun stuff. When does the gold come out for sale? Well, this right here, that's Spring Summer 20. Behind me, I've got Spring Summer 20. You can see little glimpses of it here. Like I said before, we're getting ready for our Spring Summer 20 presentation, or presentations. We're going to be exhibiting our collections in Paris, New York, and Las Vegas. And these exhibitions, which I will do a live stream from next Friday. I don't know what time it's going to be because the time zone is going to be changed up. But anyhow, you'll be able to catch it on the replay or relist it on the YouTube. But I'll give you guys, kind of a sneak peek into what we do at these shows. We're going to have all of our retail partners. They're going to come out. They're going to come and check out the collections. They give their feedback to us, of course. They plan their buys for the next season, and anyhow, we're going to show you how the sausage is made. I don't know if that's a great analogy because nobody really wants to see that, but you want to see how our processes work. Well, we're going to give you an inside peek. When does the Emperor of Slub come out and how much? Emperor of Slub comes out in the fall, so expect between August and October. Risa, what's Emperor of Slub price USA? They're going to be up there because the Emperor of Slub is a made in Japan product with maybe one of the most expensive fabrics we've produced to date. How much? $498. $498 for the jeans and $695 for the jacket. So they certainly are up there, but if you are a connoisseur of slubby denim, this is the top of the top, and I don't think anyone else in the world is going to be able to match the slubbiness of what we've been able to do here. We custom developed this yarn from scratch. There's never been a yarn like it, and it was made for us. So if you want slubby textures, slubby denims, indigo slub, this is the pinnacle of it right here. So watch out for it. I will have my sample of the jean and the faded jean were in New York for Denim Days. I think they're at the New York store right now. They're probably on their way back to us. And when I have them back, I will definitely showcase them to you guys so you can see just how they're going to fade. They're very, very incredible. Will there be two X's on the Emperor? I don't know. It's plausible. It's plausible. Would love to see some brown slub. Brown slub. Like a brown weft slub, because we got you covered. Check this out. I'm showing you stuff that you're not going to be able to buy for a year. Sorry. Anyways, for those of people who I'm teasing, I'm sorry that you're going to have to wait a year. For those of you who are just very interested, you're welcome. So this is, and the lighting is not great, but we call this the True Grit Selvage. This is another Spring Summer 20 item. Hair on hide leather patch. Check that out. And this is a very special brown weft. It's not just a brown weft, like brown dyed cotton. This is actually brown cotton. Sorry, the lights in here are a little kind of bright, so it's hard to really see the tone of it. But you have a very, very nice warm brown tone on the inside, and it shows through on the front. And this fabric it's got this great grit to it. It feels like sandpaper, but also at the same time, it's kind of pliable. So, this is going to wear in really, really nicely. We've got that antique copper hardware as well. So if you're looking for brown slubby denim, this is going to be a nice one to check out once they're out. They're very hairy as well, which I like. All right. What's the difference between Emperor slub and normal slub that makes it special? Do I have the yarn? Oh, it's in the other room? I will show you. I think they're in here. I don't see it. Gonna have to find it. Wait, I hear a psst. Oh, here it is. Okay, and then I'm gonna show it to a regular yarn. Okay, guys, it's show and tell time with Bezad, and I've got things that are probably gonna fall on my head. Okay, so let's do a little bit of. Okay, so let me show you guys how yarn basically comes to be. This is cotton, and this is actually what is eventually spun into yarn. So I don't think many of you have ever been to a cotton spinning mill, but when the cotton is combed and brushed and mixed together, it shoots out of this machine and then it kind of gets. They basically keep spinning this down until they get this, and then this actually gets spun down until it gets into smaller cones. But this is, say, a typical cone of yarn. What would be used to make a weft of a jean, and you can see it's usually pretty. This is knotted up pretty good, but this is a typical slub yarn. You can see that. Very, very thin. Then it gets kind of thick here, right? I'm trying to show you with one hand, so it's a little hard. But this is a typical slub yarn. So this is what makes your denim slubby. You can see that very, very thin, very, very thick. So how they do this is that they're able to control, when they're spinning the yarn, the speed at which it spins. The points where you have this really fat part, like you see right here, that's when they slow down the speed of the spinning. So, and then it gets back to straight, and then here's a big ball of nonsense. But let me see if I can get some more out of here so you can see better. But I don't want to unravel this whole cone. But I think you kind of get the idea. Does that make sense to everybody? So you can see how this is a very loose kind of fat part, and then this is a very skinny part. So when dye this, because there's a variance in the size of the yarn, they absorb different amounts of indigo. And of course, the fatter parts will look more bulgy on the fabric than the not fatter parts. So that's a typical kind of slub yarn. And this is actually kind of a slubby and it's got a lot of cotton seed in the in the yarn as well. So very neat looking yarn here. You can see that fat part right here as well. So you can see kind of, skinny, and then it gets a little bit fat over here, and then it gets skinny again, and then it'll just kind of repeat itself. This is the king of slub yarn. So you can see that even in the skinniest parts, it's actually a bunch of yarns kind of twisted together. So you have a very, very irregular shape here, and then you get into the slow spinning cycle, and it gets really fat. So compare like really fat on a typical slub yarn, which is right here, compared it to this. Thinnest part of this yarn versus the thinnest part of this yarn. So this is why the King of Slub is just such an incredibly slubby yarn. The fattest part of our slub it's a giant compared to a typical slub yarn. And this is why nobody will ever be able to make a slubbier yarn than we do, because this is made, designed, developed for us, and nobody else has access to this. So this is our special recipe right here. Look at this craziness. Just look at it. Look at this, which is, very nice. Don't get me wrong. You can see the fat parts. Got a lot of character to this yarn as well. You've got all these little cotton seeds in here. And then, bam, just this insanity. Somebody asked, could you theoretically make super slubby chinos? Yeah, look, this makes a 23-ounce fabric. So if you want super heavyweight chinos, it's certainly feasible. But yeah, it's certainly a possibility. Got your seaweed jeans, love them. They fade quickly too. I'm glad you like it. You know what? They get super soft as well, and I mean really soft. That's one of the softest denims, softest denim transformations of any denim we've ever produced. Does it make the denim weaker? Not really. I don't think it. Perhaps theoretically it does, but in practice, I don't think so. I don't see like slubbier jeans wearing out. I guess it depends on what you consider weaker, because if you consider them wearing out, like fading, they typically fade faster. But in our world, that's a good thing. But maybe if you want your jeans to stay darker longer, maybe it's not a good thing. So I suppose it depends on what you mean by weaker. Are you done with that? Are you done with that fabric, or do you? Oh, so basically, you're asking me if we're done with the King of Slub. No, I think there will be more iterations of the King of Slub down the road. We spent a lot of time developing this, so we will certainly, continue to bring more options for you. Visited the New York store on vacation and had a great experience. Picked up some Ken selvage, and I love them. I'm so glad you've got the Kens. And I'm so glad you had a good time at the New York store. I really do enjoy hearing this feedback. Everybody loves the New York store. I love the guys at the New York store. They're fantastic people. And every time I get to spend time in the New York store, it's always a fun vibe in there. I really enjoy even just hanging out, talking with the guys, and being in there and meeting with the customers. Great folks. The eel patch is amazing too. Makes me surprised as to why eel leather isn't more popular. It isn't more popular because it's very difficult to use. That eel patch is actually, if you look at it closely, it's like the eel skin is like paper thin, and then it's actually backed on leather because eel leather is very, very fragile. So it had to be backed with a stronger leather. So it's probably the reason why you don't see it so much. Shell patch, wow, that's right. We have the shell cordovan patch on the new the new re-release of the Kaiju Selvage, which are available at Tate and Yoko right now. So if you like fancy denim and fancy leather, the Kaiju is certainly for you. Sorry, I'm just like putting this stuff away. All right. La 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 la. Like my T-shirt? It's a bubble tea place in Tokyo. I love cats. Oh, by the way, for any of you guys who've been following my drama with my lost cat, I found him. We were able to we were able to trap him, and we got him back. He's back at home, and he's doing well. So, because a few people have been asking me how that's been going and how he's doing, just to let you guys know, he's doing very well. Um, uh, Okay, somebody wrote to me. He said, Bezad, you're going to hate me for saying it, but I got to give you a monthly reminder. We need more new rainbow cores. Well, I'm giving all the details away before the show, but it's okay. We have a new, like, blue core denim coming out in the spring of spring summer 20. And I don't know if you guys saw me last week, but if you want rainbow, boom, we've got this coming as well. So expect some really, really fun colored wefts coming through this spring, summer 20. So I'm a big fan of that one. Will there be more twisted candy? There will be more twisted wefts in the row. We are working on some. That is for sure. I can guarantee you that. What do we got here? Can we get a stingray patch? I think that will definitely happen someday. Stingray is difficult because, I mean, to be fair, we did have the shell patch, and that leather patch is not only a little bit, but like by far the most expensive leather patch we've ever put on a jean. Stingray would probably be even more expensive because with Stingray there's only they call it the eye. That's like the most sought after part of the Stingray, and if we only used that, then that leather patch is going to be through the roof in terms of cost. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I know eventually we'll do it, but how we do it, I'm not really sure. What was behind the brown weft jean? Oh shit. Sorry, I can't swear. Oh shoot. Oh, okay. This is going to kill you guys because the price is not going to be easy on this one. Look at this fabric. This is Sakiori denim. So this is denim. Well, it's not denim. It's Sakiori. So it's a woven fabric, woven with scraps of denim. So each one of these pieces is like a strip of denim, and used to weave this entire fabric. Sakiori denim. This is going to be very pricey. And anyways, it's coming out in the jean, and where is it? Here it is. Kimono shirt also. I apologize in advance for the price, but it is what it is. There's no way around this. This is very expensive. So check that out. And the kimono shirt, it's just beautiful. Somebody said, take my money, save your money for this one. You're about a year away from its release, so maybe a little bit less, but I'll be able to announce pricing next week because that's not all finalized yet, but it's definitely going to be up there. Somebody wrote, didn't Capital have jeans with the same material? It's plausible. Sakiori fabrics are traditional Japanese fabrics. I actually did a little bit of research about it, and I think they started using them about 250 years ago, and it's kind of what like the peasants would recreate fabric using old fabrics because fabric was expensive. So it's it's kind of odd to think that this is what maybe the people at the lowest income bracket back in the day, would wear as just these are rags and scraps. But nowadays we cherish this type of handicraft, this handiwork, and it's not something you would see very often today. And it's some of the I guess people who are the wealthiest who would be able to afford something like this. So it's kind of weird how things like that happen. But I mean, folk art, craft work, that's kind of the way it goes. As these traditions kind of die and become more and more rare, there are more scarcity and the value of them go up. So this is truly an art form. Somebody said that right here, and this is going to be a very rare, very unique, one-of-a-kind piece. We're not going to be able to make very much of this because, quite frankly, they can't make very much of this fabric. So stay tuned next for our show out in Paris, and I'll be able to give you a little bit more of a preview on that with pricing. More Japanese styling, please. Yeah, I mean, we do our kimono shirts. I like the way we do our Aloha shirts as well. They're a little bit shorter. I don't know if it's totally Japanese style, but I'm all about that look. And what else could we do that's more Japanese style? I mean, we have our kimono shirts, but aside from that, what would you guys think would be in that realm, or what do you guys want? What don't we have? Has Naked and Famous considered coming out with boots? We've dabbled in footwear a little bit. We made some Made in Japan sneakers in the past. We actually, very, 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 very early in our days, we actually sampled some Made in Canada boots, but it wasn't quite for us. I don't think I want to be in the footwear business. There's too many people who are very, 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 very good at it, and I don't think that we're there to make an impact in the footwear world. So I'm going to leave it to those guys. Gunfighter jacket. What's a gunfighter jacket? Will you make a King of Slub denim jacket? The Emperor of Slub will be available in a denim jacket. Work with Nigo. Tell him to give me a call. I don't know the guy. Interestingly enough, I have a few friends who are, they're bloggers and things like that. Is blogger even a word anymore? Maybe they're more they're journalists now. That's what they call them. Anyways, they're fashion writers and things like that. And I always see them. They get to meet all these influential kind of streetwear designers, and I always feel like I'm very close to these people in some way, but not very close to them at all. When will you make more Easy shirts? Well, we make Easy shirts every single season. Oh, actually, that's not the case. So the Easy shirt is replaced by... No, wait. The regular shirt is replaced by the Easy shirt. So going forward, there will be no more regular shirt, and Easy shirt takes over that entire our button-down silhouette. So when it comes to a button-down collar, it is now in our Easy shirt silhouette, and that goes for short sleeves and long sleeves. So in terms of our fits for shirts, we've got the short sleeve Easy shirt, we've got the long sleeve Easy shirt, we have Aloha shirt, which is our it's not like, those kind of really big kind of fitting Aloha shirts. I'd say they're more like a camp collar shirt, classic style. Slimmer fitting with a shorter length. They're not super long. So we've got our Aloha shirts, and then we also have work shirts. So this is a new work shirt again for spring, summer 20, but those are our silhouettes in men's shirts. Collaboration with Converse, maybe. Maybe. I mean, they'd have to give me a call. Somebody's trying to phone call me, and that's annoying me because it's bothering the screen. Okay. Do you make 23-ounce plus denim jackets? Yes, the Emperor of Slub will be a 23-ounce denim jacket. The next level under will be our Elephant jackets. The Elephant 8 coming out is a 22-ounce denim jacket, so that's coming very soon. Loot wheel tees are great. I hope you guys produce more. I mean, we do a lot of knitwear. I mean, we have a great selection of circular knit T-shirts, double ring spun, beefy cotton. This stuff is, if you've ever had one of our T-shirts, you'll know that this stuff just lasts forever. You can wash them 100 times. They hold their shape. Their texture is always great. I'm a big fan. I pretty much only wear our t-shirts when I'm not wearing t-shirts from bubble tea places. And actually, if you really want the most comfortable, piece of knitwear around, try one of these. Try one of our vintage knits. These they're stretchy, they're lightweight, they're airy, they're incredible, and they're actually really, really super well priced. So if you ever get a chance to try one of these, in fact, I would recommend you give one of these a try. You'll be back for every single color because they are absolutely just super comfortable and just a really great piece, great basic to have all around. This is almost exclusively what I wear on airplanes and during travel. Can you show the leather patch on the Kaiju? Oh, I left the jean in the store downstairs. I don't have them with me, but I did just post a photo on Instagram under the Tate and Yoko Instagram, which I'm also managing now, by the way. You've got a photo there. I'll post a photo of it on the Naked and Famous Instagram after this live stream. Elephant 9 21-ounce duck canvas. Do you guys want a super heavyweight duck canvas? That'd be kind of cool. That's a good idea. All these collabs. I think a lot of people want collabs from us, and I don't know any of these people, right? I genuinely don't know anybody, and it would be nice. I mean, I think there's certainly a market for that out there, but hit them up on their Instagram. Maybe if they think that there's enough demand for it, they'll reach out to us. But and we're pretty easy to contact. You just send us an email, and you get me or Brandon or Risa, or we're a very small team. But those other people, I don't know who they are, and so I can't just ring them up. So let them know that you as a customer are interested, and maybe it's something that'll happen down the line. Any denims on the way for Chinese New Year 2020? Absolutely. 2020 is the year of the rat. We have a year of the rat edition Chinese New Year jean that's coming out. I don't have the leather patch ready yet, but the artwork is done, and I will be able to showcase that next week when we're in Paris. Is the One Piece collab happening? No, there's nothing for One Piece at the moment. But you never know. There are certainly opportunities for more anime type collabs out there. I mean, we do have some relationships now with some anime companies, so maybe you're going to see more of that in the future. Have you guys considered making a denim jumpsuit? We have for women. We have not made one for men yet, but I think it might be something we'll do down the line. Any release event planned for DBZ in September at the NYC store? Event-wise, no. I mean, they'll be released when we have a release date to put on them. But I don't think we'll have a party or anything like that. We're not very good at parties, but maybe one day we should throw a party at New York. I mean, even just a grand opening party, which we never even had. I was there the day we opened and the days leading up to it, and we just opened the store. We just got everything on the shelves, cleaned up the store, and it was very kind of hectic because we basically transformed that store in 72 hours to a functioning store after the construction was done, and anyways, it was off to the races for us. I bet Hiroko Araki, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, would do a collab. Characters in that are all in high fashion. Yeah, I mean, the way it works, especially with these anime companies, is that there's probably a company that owns the property. It's not so much dealing with the artists themselves. So and there's also licensing and rights for regions and things like that. It's not easy. It's not that hard, but it's certainly not easy, especially getting the certain rights. Sometimes you can. Anyway, it's a very complicated situation because sometimes you can only use the artwork, but you can't use the anime and you can't use the music, and Very, very difficult. Depends on the company. We're working with Capcom was very, very, very easy. They're a great company to work with, and they gave us access to so much of their archives, which was really great in creating such a wonderful product. And the same thing with Dragon Ball. I mean, their archives that they gave us access to was really, really nice. And we'd be able to ask them for guidance on how to make the best product possible. And anyhow, maybe down the road that JoJo's would be something we'd be down to do. But I did mention to you guys last week that we do have one collaboration that I'm very excited for. It's the 35th anniversary of this property, and I don't know where that jacket went. If you guys were here last week, you saw this, or if you watched the replay on the live stream, you saw this. But if you didn't, then this is going to be the first time you're going to see this, because bang, we've got Ghostbusters. So Sony Pictures reached out to us to create a capsule collection of the Ghostbusters. So this is the club jacket that we've got coming out. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. You've got the Naked and Famous denim. You've got the No Ghost logo. That's a real special piece. And I don't have the samples for the jeans just yet, but I just got, man, I'm showing you guys everything. You guys, I have no surprises. I have no willpower to hold anything back from you guys, but I did just get, you guys want to see the leather patch artwork? Because this leather patch artwork is amazing. And we've got Janine in the Naked and Famous denim pose. Ghostbusters, what do you want? Boom. And glow-in-the-dark leather patch. Check that out. So we've got, anyway, now that I'm letting a few of the cats out of the bag, we're going to have two styles of jeans. The Supernatural Selvage, which will feature Janine, and Slimer Selvage denim with our good friend Slimer, also on a glow-in-the-dark leather patch. So you got the leather, and then you got the glow-in-the-dark coating on top. Okay, that's it for secrets today, because I need more ammo for next week. Otherwise, I'll have nothing to talk about. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that then. So I think we've had a pretty, I don't even know what word I'm looking for. Pretty eventful live stream here today. I showed you the Made in Japan 4s, which are coming out next week. I explained to you why the King of Slub is, in fact, indeed, the King of Slub and will never be dethroned. I showed you guys Ghostbusters. I showed you guys the Sakiori denim, the craziest fabric, maybe the craziest fabric we've got coming for Spring Summer 20. We do have a lot of crazy fabrics. I showed you the rainbow denim. I showed you guys the True Grit denim, all kinds of Spring Summer previews. We've got more Spring Summer previews coming your way next week when I'm in Paris showing off the new collection. Of course, we've got the Fall Winter collection coming out, and I'm going to be showing off more of that as it arrives in warehouse, get you guys prepared and ready for what's coming out this fall. We've got a lot of great things coming out, including the Ghostbusters, including Dragon Ball Z, and there may be a few other secrets in there as well. So, somebody's asking a question. When are you uploading the new live streams to YouTube? I'll have this up on Sunday. What I do is, Paris, France. We go to Paris, France. I will have this live stream available for you to watch here on Instagram, and on Sunday, usually I just upload it, so it'll be available then. Glow-in-the-dark core. Not quite, but you're going to see what we have in store for you in just a few more days. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Great chatting with you. It's been actually a really fun one. They're all fun, but this has been a very fun one because I like showing off stuff that I'm not supposed to show you guys. Oh, yeah, that's right. I showed you guys the gold denim as well. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week from Paris. Also, just to give you a few updates in the Naked and Famous Denim world, like I said, we just updated, restocked the Kaiju Selvage Denim on Tate and Yoko. We also did a final restock of spring-summer products on Tate and Yoko as well. So whatever we have left on Tate and Yoko, that's it for the season. So grab it while you can, because they may not be around that much longer. And hit me up in the DMs here if you have any questions. I'm going to re-upload this in a couple of days on the YouTubes. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow us and get the latest news. Also, speaking of following us and getting the latest news, if you're not following us on Tate and Yoko's newsletter, if you haven't signed up for that, you're missing out on a lot of great deals, because we specifically send out deals just to our newsletter subscribers. So you definitely want to check us out there. And as for my catchphrase, I'm still working on that. So I'm going to use, this is a good one from Dave Chappelle. Zip it up and zip it out. See you later, guys. Peace.